I still have trust issues from being lied to in the past. So I struggle to trust people now. But guess what? I hit a wall every day between like 2 and 4. I get so tired. I'm sure it's a caffeine crash. I'm sure. Am I going to stop drinking coffee? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm going to continue to be all hyped up the first half of the day, drink my liquid anxiety / cleanser, and then I'm going to crash the fuck out the second half of the day. And it's like I even have a coffee in the afternoon to try and hype up again, and it stops working. Anyway, at least it's not crack. There was a time in my life where I literally would buy BLOW like to focus. I was like, I need to focus. I can't. Let me get this illegal stimulant to like try and focus and like write. It wasn't like a party thing for me. That's concerning, you guys. But you know, it'll be 13 years with no alcohol or drugs for me in October. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Today, I want to talk about, I have no idea. I have no clue. My life is wild. I actually feel that I'm in a good place though overall. I started therapy. I've done 3 sessions, and I swear to God, I say I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, but I tried here and there, and like the therapists that were recommended were on a waiting list, and then life got busy and I was like, no, I have a sponsor and a 12-step program. That's enough. And even my sponsor was like, after one of our sessions, she's like, you need therapy. And I was like, all right. And she's like a licensed family therapist. My sponsor is. And she straight up was like, you need therapy. Like, you're fucked up. So I was like, all right. So I found someone, and he's been amazing. And he's teaching me right now about functional boundaries. And Lord knows I need to learn about how to make, keep, and implement functional boundaries in my relationships, not just romantic, family, friends, all of it, but especially, well, and you know, obviously with Steven, that's a huge one, is creating boundaries for us. I don't think we ever had any in our 11 years together. So I'm learning that. I'm learning that I was incredibly codependent, and I still have those traits. And a characteristic of being in a codependent relationship is having no boundaries or bad boundaries. So that's been really cool. I also struggle with jealousy. It's embarrassing a little bit. I'm not proud of it, but it comes and goes. And again, it manifests mostly in romantic relationships. So like with my ex, I would get really jealous, especially early on. I would be threatened by other women or become jealous of them. And really that comes down to me having low self-esteem and trust issues, and also feeling not enough on my own. And like my self-worth is going to be impacted or defined by how someone else views me or sees me. And so if I could just love myself fully and have a strong sense of self, I think the jealousy would kind of go away too. But my therapist was really helping me with my jealousy issues. So a really cool tool, he said, was, because I was like, I need steps. I need practical steps. What do I do when this complex emotion arises? Jealousy. And he said to me, okay, first you acknowledge the feeling, acknowledge the complex emotion, acknowledge that you have it. Oh, I feel jealous right now. Okay, I acknowledge it. Then I'm to accept this emotion, accept that I'm experiencing this emotion with no judgment, no shame. This emotion that I'm feeling does not make me bad or wrong or psychotic. Because when I was talking to my therapist, I was like, because I'm psychotic, and that's like how I preface the sentence. So anyway, he's like, you accept that you're feeling this without judgment. Do not judge yourself. It does not make you bad or wrong or psychotic. Okay. Then after that, after I acknowledge, then accept, then I unpack. So unpack it. Why am I feeling jealous right now? What is this really about? Why do I feel jealous in this moment that this guy that I like got a text from a girl? Why? What does that bring up for me? And then I unpack it. And okay, well, I still have trust issues from being lied to in the past. So I struggle to trust people now. But guess what? This guy isn't that guy. This guy is not that guy. I also sometimes can be codependent. So I have this deep rooted belief that I'm not going to be okay if we are not okay in the relationship. And so I feel these intense feelings, but if I know that I'm going to be okay regardless of whether this man is in my life or not, and that if I feel whole and enough, then okay, maybe I won't feel as jealous because I'm secure in myself. Okay, so yeah, then I just unpack it, really what it is. It's fear. It's fear of abandonment. It's fear of betrayal. It's fear of feeling pain, all of that. So, okay, I unpack it without judgment. Okay, that's what's going on. So then the next step is to affirm self-acceptance, fully accept myself exactly as I am, love myself exactly as I am. And man, he kept coming at me with the bars, like really, truly, so many bars this guy dropped. He said to me, you cannot get your source from someone else. Someone else, your partner, is not your source. You are your source. He is your supplement. Your partner is your supplement, not your source. And I loved that. Like, your partner is a supplement, not a source. You are your source. And that just really clicked for me because I'm just like, oh, wow. Okay. So if I don't get my supplement, I might feel like slightly deficient. Or if this supplement doesn't work out, like, okay, maybe I'm a little deficient, but there's like many other brands of supplements, or I don't know. I tried to make a fun analogy there, but maybe whatever. It made sense to me. You are your source. He is not your source. She is not your source. They are not your source. They are a supplement. Okay. So I liked that. Another banger was, he said, treat him or whoever it is that you're having trust issues around, treat them as if they're healthy until their words stop acting. Oh, sorry. Let me take that again. Treat them as if they're healthy unless or until their words don't match up with their behavior. Just give them the benefit of the doubt until their words stop acting or stop matching up with their behaviors. Yeah, I'm saying this right. I'm like totally so tired right now. So I'm like, wait, did I say that right? Yeah, exactly. Treat them as if they're healthy until their words stop acting. Oh my God, stop acting? No. Matching up with their actions and behaviors. So when what they're saying and what they're doing is inconsistent, then you can start questioning, okay, is this person trustworthy? Is this person have my best interest at heart? But until that, you just assume they're good. You assume they're healthy until proven otherwise. So, because my default can be like, be suspicious, like, is this person, are their motives good? What do they really want from me? Are they using me? Are they lying to me? Are they manipulating me? I my default sometimes is to question. And it hasn't always been like that, but it's kind of become like that more and more as I get older, as I have like more of a like social presence, and also was in a semi-traumatic relationship in the end. Yeah, so that was really cool to hear that, treat whoever it is as if they're healthy until proven otherwise. It sounds maybe obvious to a lot of you, but it wasn't to me. And it's a practice. It's a practice, and I can practice doing that until that becomes a habit. And trust that my higher power, the universe, whatever, will disclose to me exactly what I need to know when I need to know it. I don't need to play detective. I don't need to become paranoid. I don't need to tell myself scary stories about what this person could be doing, or is this person lying, or accusing. No. Treat them as if they're healthy and good until proven otherwise. Until their words stop matching up with their behaviors. Pretty simple. That was honestly life-changing for me. So yeah, therapy's been amazing. It's helped me have boundaries with my boyfriend, with my ex, with my mother. Really, really cool. And what else is going on with me? I want to apologize. I just stopped doing my podcast maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. I just felt really burnt out and I just stopped. I didn't say I was stopping. I just did. I just couldn't do it anymore. For that time, I just needed a little break, needed to take a little hiatus. And so I did. And it was needed. And then I had this idea of, okay, I've done the guests. I've done a lot of guests. I kind of am over inviting people into my house every week as much as I loved it. I just need to shift to something new. And I missed the self-shot solo podcast that I used to do. This is how I used to do my podcast. And I miss it. I miss just being able to chat to you guys and not have the pressure of interviewing a fucking neuroscientist or a psychologist or, amazing comedians and just random people. I loved it. I love people, but it was just time for a change. So yeah, I would say therapy is going really well. The kids are awesome. They're both wanting to sleep with me now. So I literally have a 3-year-old on one side and a 5-year-old on the other. And they come in normally in the middle of the night. They pile in. It's kind of amazing. I love being a mama bear. I wonder, what are your guys' thoughts on co-sleeping? How do you feel about it? Do you co-sleep? What's your experience? I know in America, it's kind of frowned upon. I mean, I know with it, especially a newborn, it's dangerous, right? But as they get older, in other cultures, it's really normal. It's really natural to co-sleep. It's actually really natural. But in America, I feel like it's sort of frowned upon. And I'm curious what your opinions are on co-sleeping. I overall really love it. It feels really natural. It feels really nice to just lay with my babies. And when I wake up in the morning, sometimes I have a butt in my face. Sometimes I just have a fart just in my face and then a foot on the other side. And that's not ideal. It's not. But it is so nice to wake up and see them. And they look so relaxed and so happy to just be with me. Makes sense. It's primal. It's like they're with their protector. Sometimes though, I'm in the corner and I can't move because they've hogged the bed somehow, even though it's a cow king. I don't get it. Why is it called a cow king? Why is a California king longer and thinner than a king, which is shorter and wider? But why is it a California king? Was it just invented in California? Was just some tall motherfucker in California I need a longer bed? What happened? What's the story behind that? Can someone Google it and tell me immediately? Steven and I are getting along. We're co-parenting really well. We are working together in a really small capacity, but here and there, which is actually really nice. And I don't know, we just adore the kids together. Of course, it's not perfect. I mean, it's been a shit show, for some of the 2 years, but it's really good right now. And right now is all we have. Right now, this moment is it. Everything else is an illusion. It's just this right here, right now. This is it. Isn't that weird to think about? Like, this is kind of it. The past is just a memory, and the future is just anxiety. This is it. So right now, in this moment, everything's okay. I'm excited though. I'm going to be doing a podcast every week with Manon called Are We Okay? Because every time I see her, we literally start off with, Are we okay? Are we okay? Are we okay? It's like kind of a good name for a show, but I love her and we're so funny together, and she's just one of my best friends, truly. So I'm like, okay, let me hang out with my friend every week, and we'll just do this podcast until we're old. Yeah, and then I've been recording another podcast with Steven, like a co-parenting one, which I know is controversial because a lot of people hate him, but he's made mistakes, but he's actually come a long way. And, the fact is, Steven is in my life for the next 18 years plus. I mean, forever. We have kids together. For me, I want a healthy, loving relationship, friendship with him, and co-parenting relationship with him. I want our kids to see us getting along and respecting each other and, having fun with the kids together. We made them together, I just think there's so much to navigate in this journey of co-parenting and what that looks like. And I'm sure it's ever changing too. I wonder what your experience is with co-parenting, if you are, what that's been like for you. I know it looks different for everyone. My friend has this thing where they don't get along, and that's okay too. And so she only speaks with him through this app that's all monitored. And who knows, maybe one year we'll need that app. I don't think so, but I guess you never know. But the goal is to have a healthy, loving, kind friendship and co-parenting relationship with Steven, and for us to just love and adore and care for these children together. He lives a mile down the road, and right now it is working. So life is very funny and unpredictable, but I have to say, I feel good. I feel like I am there for my kids. I'm focused around my work. I just got a 3rd book deal, which is crazy. So I'm going to be writing that, and there's a lot to write about. And just continue to make comedy videos until I'm old and in diapers. That's kind of it, dude. I wanted to keep this podcast nice and short because I know you have busy lives, and so do I. So I just thought like 20, 30 minutes once a week, check in, let you know what's going on with me. And I hope that you'll share your thoughts in the comments and let me know how you're doing and what your experiences are with any of these topics: jealousy, co-parenting, co-sleeping. All right. Well, thank you for listening. If you haven't followed, make sure to follow me on Spotify and for weekly episodes, and anywhere that you can listen to podcasts. This will be distributed. And if you're watching, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And I love y'all. And until next time, I'll be funnier next time. I'm just tired as fuck. All right. Love you guys.